What's Omni heads to another episode of Omni Rewatch. We're on season 2, and I'm joined by my amazing co-host, ShadeX, Burg, and a little bit of a guest spot, Geek Tunes.
I'm only here because they said that they'll pay me.
Damn, bro.
We paid good money. Like, yeah, our dear Kai, she's kind of out at the moment. She'll be back soon, but she's currently. So we kind of like, we need a temporary replacement at the moment.
Pay
We need a replacement minority.
Pay you? Who's getting paid here?
Minority, my dude. Literally, like, you got a Hispanic, a white dude, and a black guy, and now we are very diverse here, my friend.
Guys, Guys, I only made this podcast so it can be some sort of diversity quota. That's right.
It literally is. We're like the Burger King Kids Club.
The funny thing is, I just had Burger King for dinner, so that kind of worked out there.
Dude, Burger King
We got some theming there.
But we just watched season 2, episode 1. Of Ben 10. So thank you guys for joining us. If you guys want, you guys can watch the previous season 1 on the channel in a playlist, front and center on the home menu. With that, Berg, you want to give us a description for this episode before we start talking about this episode?
You got it. So here we are on season 2, episode 1, The Truth. Shortly after the events of The Secrets, which was last episode, Max tells Ben and Gwen about his secret past, who was a deputized agent of the Plumbers, a secret government organization that dealt with extraterrestrial phenomenon, which was disbanded after Max defeated Bill Gax himself for the first time. They run into Max's old partner, Bill Billings, who is still hunting aliens, though he is now a freelance agent. The frequency of the alien attacks and the familiar aliens raises Max's suspicions, and he heads to Mount Rushmore, where he finds the null void projector, a weapon that can trap others in an alternate dimension, has gone missing. Phil has been abusing it to scam various hotel owners into paying him to rule the aliens that he sets free.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's the description, dude.
Dude, it cuts off at a weird point.
It does.
I thought there'd be more to the description.
Nope, that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about this episode for starters. I want to say it was nice seeing Grandpa Max in his glory days when he was young. He had a jawline. He was pretty cool. Just gonna say that.
Hey, my bro still has a fucking jawline. Don't talk about my sweetheart.
Right. I forget. This is the podcast where we praise Grandpa Max. He still has a jawline, people. My bad.
He's the goat. He's not only protecting those kids, but handling his past at the same time.
For real.
No, for real. Dude, I'm gonna be the one. I'm the guy who's the prominent guy who's gonna say, "Hey, give Grandpa Max his own series. Okay, give him his own show. I want the younger days of the plumber when he was a plumber. Just start showing that shit."
But they will. But wouldn't they have to also put Phil in there somehow?
Phil's gonna be in there.
So Phil will be in there, and it will be a prequel, and then we find out why he became a dick. Is that it?
Also, that works actually. No, that actually does work. You had like that sounds like a crazy idea, but it actually does fucking work.
That's not. But like, I also want to know like what, because he was releasing these aliens intentionally. Why did he become a dick? Like, is it because of the Omnitrix? Because he saw the Omnitrix or whatever?
Bro, he literally said it in the fucking episode. Like, he just said... Oh, shit, said.
But no, like, he was doing it. He was doing, like, the null void, like, scams before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like,
to get, like, hotels and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, you also have to
find out, like, now.
And also, again, you have to remember, he also said, hey, when Grandpa Max left, the plumbers disbanded, so he was out of a job for a while.
Honestly.
So he's like, I said, fuck it, let me just go back, get these fucking aliens, and I'm gonna start hunting them again.
It's not, I know it's morally wrong, but like, it's not a Phil. Whatever. It's not a bad idea the way Phil was doing it. Like, because he had like a backup way to defeat the alien, but like, it does seem like some like the Ghostbusters will fucking do, like release Ghost and then try to capture them and then like, you know, get a hotel room. It honestly, it's not that bad of a scam, but like I can see why it's pretty fucked up to do because he's
because that is the trait. It's like if you have a hunter and he just releases a bunch of wild animals into the vicinity so he can just hunt them. Like, it's kind of fucked up. That's kind of like the equivalent there, like the whole Ghostbusters analogy. Just like again, I can see the money making idea. It's just like and I get it. Oh, times are tough, especially since you can't actually put the actual plumbers on your resume. You can't go to a job interview and say, "So what did you do?" It's like, "Well, I hunted aliens for a long time."
I feel like the moment you put,
he has a point.
That is true, and if you put plumbers on your resume, they'll just think you're clogging toilets. So I mean, like,
exactly. So it's
fixing toilets.
Fixing toilets. My bag. Not
fixing the pipe.
Clogging them is a bad plumber.
Yeah, man. That's an anti-plumber.
Yeah.
It's like a plumber who fixes the toilet then fucks it up in the same way.
And let me tell you something. There are plenty of people like that.
Oh my god. But yeah. You mentioned Phil's gonna come back to Omniverse. That's a weird jump because they got Alien Force and they got Ultimate Alien and then you got Omniverse. I'm like, at that point, does anybody even fucking remember fucking Phil at?
No.
Because
the thing is, I'm pretty sure even when Omniverse came out, like there were little to no people. Because you have to keep in mind, I might remember this the wrong way, right? Like I can only speak from my point of view. I don't remember people like making such a big deal about like Omniverse's connected story until like way after Omniverse ended.
That is, yeah.
So like the same people who grew up watching the OG show wouldn't even fucking remember who Phil was.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff in the OG show that isn't really canon to like the actual, because Alien Force retcon a lot of things. It changed Gwen. Now she's an alien. It changed the ending to Ben 10. So he retires some way through of being a hero. So like it's like there's like characters that they try to bring back, and I'm like, no one fucking remembers Phil, but like Grandpa Max, like, he can't fucking retire from being a plumber. He has to fucking protect those fucking kids, man. At the end of the day, that's his fucking job, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, that's true.
It would also be kind of funny to have a Grandpa Max series, because like it'll kind of be like Space Dandy.
Oh my god!
Because let's not forget, Grandpa Max was a hoe.
Oh my god, yes.
He got around.
Oh my god, yes.
He was. Bro was he was clapping cheeks, both human and alien.
He was literally Space Dandy.
Didn't the creators say they wanted to make a more mature Ben 10 show?
Well, there you have it. Okay.
I mean, it'd still be like appropriate, is what the creators said, but they could like tackle mature stuff.
But here's the thing. I'm saying this. They can make it adult. They can make it appropriate one. But I'm just saying, either make Ben 10,000 series, all because I want to see fucking adult Gwen, that my waifu right there, or have a Ben 10 or have a Grandpa Max series where I see my husbando there. Either way, I am screwing that entire fucking bloodline.
Yes, sir. Also, the episode does start off. Yeah, the episode starts off with skinny Vilgax, and like we keep talking about this, but it's just very weird to see him very skinny. And
we are so used to wonderful Vilgax.
I keep thinking he's a woman. when the episode, I thought, is that his sister? And I'm like, oh no. When Stephen Bloom's voice came out of Vilgax, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's Vilgax. I'm just so used to him being so brolic and swole. I'm sorry.
Not true. Now, funny enough to mention,
he hit the weights.
and this thing Geek mentioned before. Basically, Steve Bloom, like this came out like Steve Bloom voiced like half the cast, and this came out in the era when Steve Bloom was actually starting to blow up in popularity. So like, bro was like everywhere at this time. So
It's Steve Bloom and then D. Bradley Baker who does all the animal creatures for Ben 10. He does have, I think, majority of like the animal sounds for Ben 10 and Aliens. So
yeah,
they're doing a lot of work. Yeah.
Not God bless them for that. But yeah, no, it's basically, so this is the funny thing. So it's like, okay, so this is the funny thing. So when we start off, like Grandpa Max is telling these kids like, I used to be a plumber. It's like Gwen's all like, tell us, you said you could tell us and we could tell you anything. I'm like,
Gwen is being such a whiny bitch in this episode. I'm
so sick and tired of her.
Like, I'm sick and tired of your shit. And then Ben's like, oh, they see like a bunch of emergency vehicles come by. Really, I'm gonna become Accelerate, and he just turns into fucking Ripjaws.
Oh yeah, when we were watching the episode, I said, "Fuck Ripjaw." I'm like, I fucking knew it. I'm like, I was like so pissed.
You know what the funny thing is, though? This was actually one of his better appearances, despite it. This really was. It was just because it was just so damn funny.
I laughed at it. I'm like, okay, you know what? At least there was a funny Ripjaws moment, especially when he walks in, the alien's tiny, and he just starts fucking laughing. I'm like, oh my god, that's so fucking hilarious.
No, bro, his jaw literally goes unhinged. It is like, it just, and also every time he just tries to get water on him, I'm like, that. You know, that's funny because to bring back the Aquaman analogy back. So back when they couldn't know what to do with Aquaman, they would just give him an hour on land. So what he would do is he would just pour water on himself, just so he could just rehydrate, keep himself there.
Yeah,
that's what he's pretty much do here.
That's what pretty much Ripjaws did. Good thing they put that water fountain there because they were like, we don't want the alien to suffocate. Let's put because that thing had to be in that scene.
Oh no, definitely. That's the moment I saw the fountain. I'm like, that's gotta be there for a reason.
That's what I'm saying. They have to really write or make something to make sure the character Ripjaws doesn't suffocate. But either way, Phil's comes in, all that, and he looks at the Omnitrix and shit like that. I don't know. What's your opinions? Because we keep harping on. What's your opinions on Phil? 'Cause I think he's a straight up dick. What about you, Shay? What's your opinion on him?
Phil, yeah, he's a dick.
Gotcha. Geek Tunes?
Honestly, see, the thing is, I'm not so sure what to think about Phil because, like you guys said, like his idea, like in a sort of like money making sort of way, yes, it makes sense. But like in a moral sort of way, because you can kind of understand where Rebel Max comes from, where like he starts thinking about like, oh, I have to stop this guy because like from a moral point of view, it's wrong. Like imagine imprisoning these aliens before, releasing them again, and then imprisoning them again, and you're the only one benefiting. It's wrong. It's like doing the same thing with animals. It's like imagine if you were like a poacher and you unlock the cage that these animals were in. You let them out for like a few seconds just to cause fucking terror, and then capture them again.
Oh yeah,
it's wrong.
I feel bad for
you. I just made that fucking analogy like 5 minutes ago.
My bad.
Bringing it back though.
Well, I did it better. I'm messing up.
Hey, can I copy your homework?
Just change it up so you won't get caught.
Yeah.
But yeah, like pretty much, it's really fucked up what he did. But like, yeah, like I said, like in a money making sort of way, we get it because like keep in mind, like in the context that if this was in like the 2000s, god damn, the economy was already rough. So like it makes sense.
The economy's so rough today. What the hell are you talking about?
I know. But like, just in the context of it being in the 2000s, yes, the economy would still be rough today. I understand that, but like it would be rough even back then.
Yeah. If there was nobody,
you gotta pay bills.
If Grandpa Max wasn't there and it was just and I was in Phil's shoes and I needed to find a place to sleep, I probably do that too. I can see where
because
like
at the end of the day, the plan didn't go wrong because something went wrong with his plan. It's the plan went wrong because he got caught. Like if Grandpa Max wasn't there, it would have been fine.
Dude, no, definitely.
Yeah,
they would have kept doing that forever and ever.
Grandpa Max fucking put 2 to 2 together, and he was like, "I knew it. This motherfucker released aliens."
You know what the thing? You know what the thing is? The thing is this. Max wanted to leave right away. Like this is actually Phil's fault because here's what happened. Max sees Phil. He's all like, "Hey Phil, how you doing?" It's like, and Ben's all like, "Hey, I have the Omni shirt," and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go now." And Phil just calls him to help. So if Phil just left him alone, if Phil just let Max go, he would not be in that fucking situation. He could have still been scamming people. So honestly, it's actually his fault that he's the reason why he's trapped in the fucking. I'm calling it negative. I'm calling it the fucking phantom zone or negative zone. Like whatever. It's whatever one. I don't give a fuck. I'm using Marvel DC terms here for this one. It's like fuck. It's either one.
It's called Omni Rewatch first.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey man, don't worry, man. He's trapped in the fucking null void, which fucking has a shit ton of fucking those crazy creatures in there. But
he should have never come back. He should have never come back.
I just realized. By the way, how those creatures are sentient enough where they actually can hold a grudge?
Most of them are mindless.
He should be dead.
Mindless. Most of them are very mindless. They will eat him. I think the only people to survive the null void are like Vilgax and Kevin 11, but they were very super powered. They were able to fight back in the null void. He he only has a plumber suit and like maybe like a gun. I don't think he can really defend himself against those fucking creatures. He should be he's dead.
The only reason he is not dead is because of plot convenience, which we know because he comes back in Omniverse.
You know what? If he didn't fucking pressure Grandpa Max to like join him, Phil would have probably gotten away with it. He's such a why would you think Grandpa Max would want to join in on that? He's taking care of two
this man.
kids.
Like I like how it also he contradicts himself too. It's just like you're always too smart for your own good, Max. Then why the fuck did you call him?
It could have been anybody. It could have been anybody who was morally corrupt. You picked the dude who has 2 kids. Why would you think you want to go fight aliens? Grandpa Max, whether he's a plumber or not, he's still fighting aliens with Gwen and Ben. Even though the line where he's like, Gwen and Ben are plumber, I'm like, Ben, yeah, but Gwen in this entire episode was fucking whiny as shit, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, get her out of here.
No. I'm like, you both are plumbers. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think there's only 2 plumbers here. And then Gwen.
Yeah, one did his job. The other one just bitched and whined the whole time.
To be fair to Gwen, she did give that mirror that reflected that said fucking Phil to the void. So
that did
happen. Congratulations, you did one thing. The rest of the time you were bitching and whining. That's like, bro, I'm sorry, but that's like the equivalent of like setting a trash can on fire and complaining about it, then putting it out. You did nothing.
But did Gwen actually did she set the fire though?
No. But like lighting the fire is like the equivalent of like all the bitching and whining. Like all you did was put out the fire. You did one thing.
She did
that still doesn't stop the fire. The fact that you started the fire.
She made like weird remarks in the back, and then I'm like, okay.
Literally.
I'm like, what?
I'm sorry. Like as a person, if someone younger than me is giving me that type of attitude, pulling out the belt right now, fucking.
Bro, it's like, well, Grandpa, it seems like you're not telling us everything. I'm gonna tell you jack shit, bitch. Who the fuck?
Literally, this shit almost caused me to die multiple times. I have no fucking reason to tell you.
No, for real, it's
for your own safety. You're 10 years old.
No, for real, like Grandpa Max is like those war veterans. It's like, Grandpa, why didn't you tell us about your time in the service? I have seen some fucked up shit, dude. You do not want
you're still young.
Exactly. Yo, Did the Rust Bucket always have fucking boosters? Because I'm so.
Oh yes.
I think they might have shown it in like the last episode, but no, I don't think.
No,
but I think they.
I don't. This just happened. They just like automatically the fucking.
Dude, there's literally like an episode, I think it's season 2 too, like where Grandpa Mike has to pull out like his old like plumber suit and shit. I think that might be in like either end of season 1, beginning of season 2. Like he has to pull out that old plumber suit to fight off like alien threats. Like that shit has things, gadgets and shit.
If we're thinking, I'm thinking in season 1, if the Rust Bucket was like that the entire time, there are multiple situations that could have been used. He could have revealed he was plumber early on. There was multiple situations where they were in the Rust Bucket and they were trying to capture an alien. That would have been the time to pull that out. Like,
it didn't come into like, it wasn't like the right time for it until the end.
My man had a fucking.
Listen, man. That's something called the last line of defense strategy. It's the same thing in chess. Like, you don't pull out your fucking big guns unless you absolutely have to.
I like, Geek, with all due respect, the fact that you assume Ramen understands chess terms as well.
I understand chess.
Yeah, but like I'm not even using chess terms at this point. I'm just like, it's just like in chess. You don't pull out your knight unless you absolutely have to, right? Like, you don't just bring out your knight on the first fucking try. Like, you don't see the Power Rangers pulling out the fucking giant robot to squish the tiny villain. Like, it doesn't work that way.
That's a better allegory.
Dude, if the fucking Rust Bucket became a fucking mech, oh my god.
I would fucking love that.
Why was that not even that should have been a fucking thing in Omniverse or something.
Wasn't that a thing? Dude, that sold a shit ton of toys.
Oh my god, Rust Bucket mech. Fucking Mega XLR or some shit, bro.
Yeah, no,
XLR,
yeah, no, definitely, yeah. The car that turns to a giant fucking robot. Well,
Mega in the future, Megas XLR rewatch. I'm messing.
I would love to, fun fact: Megas XLR is the reason. Ben 10 is the reason why Megas XLR got canceled. By the way, it's like that's the sad truth. Like Cartoon Network was like, oh shit, we got cut down on action shows. Well, we got Teen Titans. We got Ben 10. They're mainly for the younger demographic. What about that robot with a giant car robot? Fuck it. Let's let it die.
Damn it.
And also, add insult to injury, it became a tax write-off. So it can't be viewed ever again.
Cartoon Network.
To the Pirate Bay!
Cartoon Network. We love tax write-off.
No, the funny thing is that tax write-off shit would not be killed. Like, it's like Cartoon Network. I know people were like, well, WB, they're doing tax write-off. Like, no, they've been doing that shit. They're just more brazen with it now.
Yeah, like Megas XLR, that ain't airing again. I know
But guys, David Zaslav wanted to pay for his new yacht with his new $30+ billion he gets per year.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, I probably want to get one of those old German submarines from World War II, just sink that fucking yacht. I
think I need an old void gun and kill him. I mean, I can't kill him. I mean, trap him.
We need to believe that.
Yeah, we
Omni Rewatch does not. Omni Rewatch.
No. I said I'll get a no void gun and trap him. Remember, guys, I said trap him.
Okay, we will edit that. I
want to get that. Just imagine that shit and like the version of that. I want to get the Omni. I want to get the null void blaster and redacted.
I did say null void gun. I didn't say gun, by the way.
I swear to God, our various FBI agents are just listening to this. Actually, I don't think they're
no goddamn FBI. What is this? What is this? A conspiracy theory podcast? We're fucking uncovering the truth about aliens.
George Bush has the weather machines.
I mean, to be fair, it might as well be that way because we.
Oh right, we are talking about Ben 10. Anyway, speaking of aliens, there were about say 4 aliens in this episode.
The usual 4. You had Ripjaws, you had Wild Mud, you had Accelerate, and you had Gray Matter.
Okay, so. Let's starting with Shade. Which alien do you think had the strongest moment? Was MVP? Which alien do you think was MVP of this episode?
Wild Mutt. Wild Mutt was good against the other. Like, I liked the scene where he used his senses.
Okay.
And I'd say Accelerate was pretty good, but
yeah.
I'd say gray matter. Gray matter was the one that like kind of saved the day at the end. Like he controlled that alien.
So out of the four of those, which two would you pick for MVP?
I guess Wild Mud and gray matter maybe.
Okay, yeah, I think those are the aliens that had some pretty good moments. Geek Tunes.
Honestly, for me, fuck man, it's hard to pick because I know Gray Matter saved the day and all, but like I kind of have more of a soft spot for.
We don't base them off. We don't base them off which alien saved the day at the end. It's what alien you feel like was MVP. That's how we do it.
Fuck man, because I feel like I've seen like little of like each, but I guess Ripjaws kind of made the intro of that episode, so I guess my vote's going for Ripjaws.
You know what?
And with that, I am never coming back on another episode of Omni Rewatch.
No.
I'm probably gonna join you on that because here's the thing. I actually enjoyed Ripjaws. That's the reason why I said earlier. I thought it was one of his finer moments. Like legit was actually funny this time. It's like
that's it. This podcast is fucking canceled. I'm joking. No. I'm actually gonna say I like Ripjaws' and Gray Matter's scenes. I think they were the MVP of this episode for me.
Yeah, the Ripjaws scene was funny.
Yeah, but that's the reason why when you said Wild Mutt shit, I kind of have to disagree with that because I feel like Wild Mutt was. Then again, I was kind of in and out because there was a lot of stuff going on my end.
Yeah, he didn't win at the end, but seeing the senses, that was pretty cool.
It is, and also that's another thing I did like. I did like this detail. So the Wild Mutt species that were in the episode that were showed, they were actually bigger than our Wild Mutt, which actually kind of proves that Ben is just like he's kind of taking like he looks like a puppy compared to them. So it's like I like that detail. It's like he's actually legitimately younger than the actual species there. Like I kind of wish I don't think they do that as much compared, but I did like that little detail there.
Yeah, that's a nice detail.
Yeah. Wild Mutt.
Also, I might be wrong about this, but like those aliens kind of look like they lose their hair as soon as they grow older. So you're telling me Wild Mutt is going to be balding by the time Ben's 17?
Yeah.
Honestly, no. I would prefer. I don't know. Actually, I would like to think they're more like a subspecies if that's the case. Like
the thing is that when they bring back Wild Mutt in Alien Force, it Ben's 16 at this point. He looks the same, but for some reason Wild Mutt, they forgot the black lips on the alien, so it looks very weird. But no, Ben's Wild Mutt looks completely the same even when he's 16. So I think it's when Ben reaches a certain age, he starts to look like that. Maybe in his 20s or 30s. Maybe.
Oh, look fucking Ben 10,000 transforms into Wild Mutt and he's just like a balding fucking Wild Mutt.
I'm gonna look at Wild Mutt species to see if this is actually a thing.
Maybe it could be like another version of the species. You never know.
Like I said, it's a subspecies. Like it's gonna be like it's a different. They're the same ones, but they just like adapted to different things. In fact, we kind of mentioned that earlier. No, in fact,
they're Vulpamancers. That's what the Wild Mutt species are called. And
let's see.
It might be the alien is a subspecies of Wild Mutt. So some look like that and some don't. That's why one of them has stripes and the other one doesn't. But Ben's Wild Mutt just looks like a puppy. That's another subspecies of the alien.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Like, yeah, that's.
Oh my god! I already looked it up on Google. That's what I was reading off of.
Oh no! It's like because you look at some species Ben 10,000 as because they do have a Ben 10,000. They do have a Ben 10,000 as Wild Mutt, and he's still hairy as fuck. So
it's a sub. Yeah. So those Vulpamancers that we saw, they're a subspecies of. Just like how each alien in Ben 10, there's a subspecies for most of them. Not all of them, but some of them have subspecies.
Oh no, definitely. Like for example, like when we did that like episode with the whole when Ben got sick, we wanted like the heat blast species, like the one when he shot ice. It's like, dude, like maybe that might be a different version of that species. Like one shoots fire and the other shoots ice.
And that alien.
So what's the
a fucking chill blast. I swear, it never appears again. It's like Ben never got sick again, but
Bro, dude, I'm just saying, Chill Blast was fucking cool, man. I really hate that they never brought that thing back.
Oh man.
What do you mean? Ultimate Swampfire had that?
Oh my fucking!
We don't count. Wait, he doesn't have fucking ice power. He has blue.
He doesn't.
No, he has blue flames.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, like big chill. I is somewhat there because his ultimate is fucking heat, and
Yeah, true.
I can't even count
Ultimate
that.
big shit.
The ultimate.
Yeah, I think we should probably save I feel like we should probably save Alien Force talk for later on. You guys are season 2 of the OG series.
We're mostly scared.
I'm mixing continuities.
Some of us are mostly scared going into Alien Force.
We have a long way to go. Like we still have a long way to go with that one, man.
And so let's give our final ratings. And because this is season 2, we're gonna go up to 1 out of 10. We used to think we did 1 out of 5 before, right? So we're gonna do 1 out of 10. Yeah. So you guys have the option to rate this episode. We're gonna start with Shade. Rate the episode and give the reason why you like it or dislike it.
I'd say 9.5 out of 10. It was a good reveal episode. Like the flashback was cool. Seeing all the aliens was cool. More context to the plumbers. It wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty good. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Phil was an interesting character from Grandpa Max's past to see.
Yeah, and then not see again until Omniverse.
Omniverse. Yeah. You spent 7 years in the null void. How are you still alive?
I mean, it is. I saw a clip. It's through the young Ben, so he comes back sooner, I guess.
Is he swole Shade or no?
He has a beard.
Of course, he has a fucking beard.
He somehow crafts his own version of the Omni tricks.
Oh, what? It seems like everyone can craft the Omni tricks. How is that even fucking possible in the null void?
It's like an evil version, or it's called the Nemetrix. It's like
an evil version of the
in the reboot. Kevin has the Anti-Trix, which is like the evil version, which is like the opposite of Ben's watch, and it gets him.
Not even that. Albedo fucking makes his own evil Omnitrix.
I'm so confused. It seems like anybody can make.
Yeah, there's so many.
Anybody can make an Omnitrix.
Any motherfucker with $20 in a stick can make their own Omnitrix, and that's right.
It's like the Robot Chicken joke from DC Special, where Mr. Freeze is like, "Oh no!" He sees all the ice blows. Fuck you guys getting these ice guns? Every fucking drop out with every high school will drop out with a fucking can just make their own fucking ice gun. Am I missing something here?
Exactly. Everyone has at this point, give every fucking human being any human being can make a fucking Omnitrix now. It's so ridiculous.
You get an Omnitrix, you give an Omnitrix, they're just fucking making them off the assembly lines.
Oh my god. Geek. What would be your rating? 1 out of 10 Omnitrixes.
It's a middle of the road episode. It's not an amazing one, but it's not a too bad one. So I'll probably give it a good 5 out of 10.
No, it's not bad. Good 5, yeah. Honestly, gotta that is a good rating. Burg. What about
honestly,
you?
I will give it a 7, really. It's I think it was a good starter for season 2. I did like that we went more into Grandpa Max's past, but at the same time, there is some standards here, and it was a little standard. And also, Gwen's bitching didn't really help much there anyway. So,
yep.
But overall, I would say pretty decent episode, pretty good start to season 2. So, like I said, I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm gonna give it a 6. I think the episode's good. There are moments that I like. I do like we got a little bit of conflict with Grandpa Max and Phil. That's sort of I do like the fact that it's somebody from Grandpa Max's past rather than a run of the mill villain of the week. So that's something that I really enjoy. And then when Phil offers to, like, Ben, why don't you team up with me? We can be the best plumbers. I'm like, no,
Ben,
join.
No, it's like join me, and together we can rule the galaxy. As I don't know. Well, I honestly thought, and that's another thing. I
Yeah, but it's like father and son. You have a dad.
Like, yeah, like
that's another thing. It's like he's trying to convince Ben, but I'm like, bro, he just fucking met you,
dude. It was stranger danger. I'm giving it's a 6. It's a good episode. Not the best, but I do like to see the secrets are revealed and stuff like that. And, like, we get to see more of the plumber base. Fucking the rust bucket turns into a fucking rocket ship for some fucking god knows reason. There's a lot of stuff in this that I like. And the humor is pretty good. I'm gonna say Gwen doesn't fucking do anything. Let's hope next episode.
I mean, again, she does something at the end where
she does one thing. We're gonna get shit in the comments. She does one fucking thing. Okay, guys, I think Gwen is great. She does one goddamn thing.
She bitched most of the 22 minutes.
We know, but I wanna specify she does one thing, and then she bitched halfway. She bitched halfway in the middle. That's how it is. Yeah. That's how it is. But with that, this was another episode of the Omni Rewatch. Hope you guys enjoy this. I like to thank Geek Tunes for joining us. We can't wait to have you again whenever you want. We got my crazy co-host ShadeX, Burg, Kai. We miss you. Hope you're at work or doing whatever. But with that, join us for the next. Join us next week or whenever the next episode comes out.
Next year.
No, not next year. Join us on the next Omni Rewatch. Berg, you saw the description up, right? Or no?
Yes. Yeah, I just literally just told the description.
Can you tell us what the next episode title is, or?
Sure. I'll be right. Give me one moment. I thought I had it on.
You gotta open up Wikipedia for it real quick.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm basically doing. It's like, let's see, we can just edit this out. We can just edit this part out.
That's what I always do.
See. Hopefully you guys can invite me. Hopefully you guys can invite me for what's it called? Ultimate Alien, not Ultimate. Alien Force Omni Rewatch. I'm actually down to watch that again.
Yes, cool. We are. We're doing.
That's honestly my favorite. That's honestly my favorite. Of the Ben 10s.
This is gonna go from
Alien Force.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where things go from this one. We shall see. It is
honestly,
next episode.
Also, honestly, I had like a Jet Ray figure. Oh, sorry.
It's always good. You had a Jet Ray figure. I get that, man. So the next episode is called The Big Tick.
The Big Dick?
No, kids.
No, tick, like
tick. Oh, tick. Hey, man. Adults also watch this podcast. A geek.
those blood-sucking bugs that I fucking hate. By the way, those things.
I fucking hate ticks. Okay, the next.
Is that like the sick episode of Ben 10?
No, the sick episode was in the last one, and I'm gonna be real with you, geek. It isn't good. We watched it and we gave that the lowest score.
You know what the irony of that? That was also a bug episode as well.
Yeah, we'll continue the conversation on this one. We got to end this though. With that, thank you for watching another episode. This has been Omni Rewatch. You stay safe, Omni heads.